Alright, this is actually my first time doing a rant video like this, but I was just so disgusted by what I just experienced in Drakengard 3 that I had to share my thoughts. I had to get this video out there, and as well as explain why my playthrough will be incomplete, unfortunately. So, to start things off, let me just say that I was enjoying Drakengard 3 overall. I was liking the game probably more than any person should. Probably more than it deserves to be liked. But I was having fun despite its really, really low reviews, you know. I don't know. The game was for me, I guess. And I decided to play it despite never having played a previous Drakengard title. But I had played Nier about 6 months ago. And I got all the endings in Nier. I thought Nier was a great experience, and a great story, great characters. You know, it was a little rough around the edges. It obviously didn't have the budget that it needed, but you know, it was great. I mean, it was one of my favorite playthroughs that I've done, honestly. So, and fair warning here, there may be some spoilers if you have not completed or gotten very far in Drakengard 3. And the video that we'll be playing is going to be my run of the final boss of the game in Branch D. So if you don't want to see that, just ignore the video and listen to the audio. Basically, though, at the end of the game, it's revealed that Yoko Taro, director of the game, is Satan. Yes, he's the devil incarnate, and it's evidenced by the final boss that he devised for you to fight, if you can even call it a fight. How this final boss was greenlighted, I will never ever know. I don't know how someone didn't take the director aside and slap him across the face and say, "Dude, you're fucking retarded. Stop. Stop." You know, he should have gotten a giant Ric Flair chop right across the jawline, but I don't know. Apparently that didn't happen. You may think that this is an exaggeration, but Drakengard 3 has one of the worst bosses I've ever seen in video game history. That might sound like hyperbole, but it's really not. This boss is atrocious. And why is it atrocious? Because for the entirety of the game, you're completely unprepared for what you're actually going to go up against at the very end. You know, you get this action game, which, okay, it's fairly repetitive, whatever, I can get over that. Then comes the final boss, where it devolves into a rhythm game. What? What? Yes, it becomes a rhythm game in which you have to time your button presses with this white ring that is heading toward your character, you know, without giving too much away. And this in itself is fine. I mean, it's weird, but you're like, okay, whatever, let's just do this. And the first several waves, you're like, all right, it's a little bit tough, but we can do this with some time. You know, just keep at it. Then the game decides to be a complete asshole to you by rotating the camera to perspectives where you can't even see your character or the rings on screen. And you have to simply memorize the beats and time your press accordingly. It is more difficult than even it sounds. You have to be quite precise with these presses. And I struggled with this for about maybe 2 hours or so before I decided, you know what, I'm just gonna go on YouTube and I'm gonna use a video. They have a video on YouTube that actually has notations for when to press the button, right? And you can sync up the video with your gameplay. And it's like, all right, I'll be able to do this. You know, unfortunately, it came to this, but you know, you do what you got to do. Even doing that, it's incredibly hard. All in all, I spent about 7 hours trying to do this final boss, and that's with the help of YouTube. Now, you'll find countless forum posts about this, people struggling with this, and you get such suggestions as, learn some music theory. Oh, how about I learn some music theory when I learn a fucking instrument? Okay? I think I would learn an instrument if I wanted to do that. We're playing video games here. I should be able to play the video game to beat the video game, man. So basically, the biggest issue that I really have with it is that the game lures you into this false sense of security. That it plays like a really, really easy game. I mean, there's not many hurdles that are placed in your path. I mean, the ones that are there are really small. And then you get to this point where, all of a sudden, fucking 50-foot steel wall, climb that, buddy. And that's basically what the game does to you. You know, let's take another example of a game like Dark Souls 2, for example. That's a game that doesn't disguise what it is. It's a tough game, and right off the bat, you know it's going to be a tough game. I mean, it prepares you for that. Okay. This is like you don't send Nicolas Cage into Alcatraz without Sean Connery. You just don't do it. Okay, unless you want to get rid of Nicolas Cage, which is understandable. But I digress. It's just so disappointing that after having such a great experience with Nier, after investing all the time and energy into completing the other branches, into collecting all of the weapons so that you can unlock Branch D, you're met with this thing that is obviously there to piss you off and screw you over. I mean, that's what it's there for. I mean, what were they thinking? I used to think that Yoko Taro was some sort of mad genius. I think he just might be a madman. I think that's just it. It just stops there. I mean, jeez. He's sick. He's a sick man and he needs help. Someone get him help. Somebody get this man some help. Oh, Taro-san. This puts our relationship on rocky terms, it does. I mean, I've never felt so betrayed and violated by a game before. This has been quite the experience. I mean, I was gonna buy the DLCs for the sisters if they release them here in America, but I'm not doing that now. I'm not supporting this game. Not after what it did at the end. I mean, you put all of these, dozens of hours into the game, and then the final ending is kept from you because of bullshit? I mean, I'm just not doing it. Sorry. I mean, if this is how you want to treat your fans, great. You're not going to have many left. And I understand that not everyone will see it as I do. It's fine to have a difference of opinion. I mean, I've come to terms with the fact that you're all wrong. So it's good. We're good. We're all good. But anyways, I guess that'll do it. That's about all that needs to be said. In the words of the great Stan Lee, enough said. And this is where my Drakengard 3 journey ends, I suppose. Wow. End recording.